I started my channel at the very end of 2018 when I too thought that 2018 was too late to start a channel. It is not too late. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin, and this is Erin on Demand, a place for entrepreneurs and content creators looking to build your brand, business, and impact. And today we are talking all things YouTube and starting a channel this year in 2020. I'm super excited to talk to you guys about gear, to actually walk through setting up a channel with you in YouTube Studio. And we're gonna go through niche, optimizing with some SEO tips, and then finally some general tips that you should have as you're starting out on YouTube. So without further ado, this video might be a little lengthy, so let's get right into it. All right, step one, gear. So in terms of gear, when you are starting out, a lot of people, including myself, recommend that you start with what you have. The channel is not made by the quality of the video. Now, of course, I'm not saying that you need to be out here with fuzzy video and it looks janky and crusty, okay? But what I am saying is that it is not as serious to rush out and buy top of the line gear. One, because it's expensive. Two, because you don't know if you're actually going to even like the process of YouTube. And three, it's just not the most important thing to be focused on, especially if it's going to prolong you from starting your channel. The best thing to do is to start as soon as possible. And in doing that, using what you have gives you that opportunity. So if you have a phone, I have a whole video all about how to film like a pro with just your iPhone. I do recommend downloading my video starter kit checklist, which I will link down below as well, because it gives some complimentary gear, things that you can invest in, like a box light, like a shotgun microphone that maybe you can attach to your camera. Different things that are going to help lift the production quality, but you're not gonna be spending hundreds of dollars on a new camera or an expensive new lens. I do full breakdowns on the type of gear I use and just some great gear to get started with. So the camera that I use for all of my sit down YouTube videos is a Canon 80D, which I absolutely love. And I pair it with a Sigma 18-35 with an f-stop 1.8 lens. Both are super great pieces of equipment. And then I also use a Shure mic for my audio as a shotgun mic, which is why you guys don't see it clipped on me. I personally just prefer to have the mic on the camera if I'm gonna be sitting here talking just one directionally anyways. That is in general the main gear that I use for my channel. I will also link the video that shows all of the gear that I currently use with links and everything made easy for you guys. So you have your video, you've shot it with all of your great gear, or you've shot it with your iPhone, which is another piece of great gear. And now it's time to actually upload it, start your channel, and get things moving. So we're gonna hop over to my computer screen and I'm gonna show you guys how to set up your channel. So now we are inside of YouTube, and this is with an account that doesn't yet have a channel set up. So if you don't have a YouTube channel at all, you will need to create a Google account. So I'm just logged in with an email that doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. And what you're gonna do is click on this icon in the corner and click create a channel. Now, here is where the fun starts. So you're gonna click get started. And this is considered a personal channel, and this is more of a brand or business channel. There are a couple of differences in these two types of channels. This one is going to automatically be named whatever your account name is, and it will only allow you to be the manager of this channel. If you choose this one, it will allow you to have other people who can manage your channel for you or with you. So if you have an assistant or someone who makes your thumbnails or an editor who you want to upload the videos for you, this would probably be a better option because you have a little bit more flexibility in creating your channel name and also with who can manage the channel. So that's the difference between these two. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this one, and that way you can just automatically create your channel name. So I'm just gonna name it Entrepreneur 101. And yes, I understand, and create. All right, so there we go. So here is where you can have some fun. This is where you can upload a picture. And there you go. All right, so this is where you're gonna wanna add your channel description. Another thing you will not want to shortcut because it's gonna help with optimizing your channel. All right, so I'm not gonna actually write a description, but I will write what you should write in your description. So you should put things like who you are, brief summary about yourself, what inspired you to start this channel, who will benefit from watching your channel, your upload frequency, and make sure you pack in some keywords. So if I were actually writing this for myself, I would say, my name is Erin Winters, and I am a digital marketer and a brand strategist that help people understand how to create content that brings in their ideal target audience. I also help content creators figure out the best way to monetize their social media to make more sales and more of a business out of their accounts. I was inspired to start this channel because I didn't see many people who looked like me creating content about brand strategy, social media strategy, and actually showing themselves through their entrepreneurship journey along the way. You will benefit from watching my channel because I create entrepreneur day in the life videos where I show you behind the scenes. I also upload about building your brand, how to grow on YouTube, and how to grow your business from a side hustle to a full six-figure business. I upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. So that had quite a few keywords in it, such as grow your YouTube channel, brand strategy, how to build a business, entrepreneur day in the life. So you want to make sure that your channel description is packed with those types of buzzy keywords. All right, and here you're just going to add your URLs for your website and your social media because this is going to show up on your channel, erinondemand.com, and then everything is Erin on Demand. This is great branding strategy to make everything the exact same thing. The same names for everything. All right, so there we go. Okay, so now you have got your channel. So a couple buttons to keep in mind. Customize channel is going to really help you with creating those playlists on your channel. This is where you're going to come to upload or change your channel art. If you want to change your channel name, like I said, when you want to add those playlist sections onto your channel, that is the button that you will click to be able to do that. So the key to a good channel art is that you make it so that you can see everything no matter what device someone is looking on. So you don't want it to be cut off on mobile, but show full on TV and maybe show halfway on a desktop. So I'm going to go in and upload a channel banner. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going to upload one that's already created. Only the small box is what you will see on this desktop. Now, if you were looking on the television, you will see this entire range that this box is taking up. So that's why it's important to keep all the important information. If you have a picture, if you have some text, you want it all to fit in this small box so that no matter what device, everything will be shown. So I'm just going to click select. And that is the channel banner for now. All right. So if you go to up here, you can see that your website is there and all your social media channels are also there. If you click on here and go into your YouTube settings, you can change your channel name here, but you also have this button called channel status and features. Once you get into the screen, you'll see a button that says verify. You're going to want to click this button and it's going to take you through a two-step process. You can either get it to text or call you. It's going to send you a verification code and you're going to put that code in. Now, once you do that, that's going to enable you to do custom thumbnails, which you'll be able to select your own thumbnail that you create. And if you want to put words or do anything fun to it, you will be able to do that. So if you wanted to transcribe your video, you can do that with this feature. And it will also unlock live streaming and you'll be able to upload longer than 15-minute videos. So by verifying your YouTube channel and doing this two-step process, it unlocks quite a bit of stuff for you to do. So I'm just gonna go back and go back into my channel. You can always get to your channel from there and go into YouTube Studio. Now, this is where your analytics are going to be. Your dashboard is here. You can upload videos here, but I typically go to create up in the corner and then upload video. You can either drag and drop your files in, or you can click select files and you can select your file and then it will begin to upload. Once you do upload a video, this is what's going to happen. So you're going to add your title, and then this, you really want to take advantage of your description box, and we're going to get into some optimization tips later in this video. And then this will be present once you verify your channel. So you will have the option to upload a custom thumbnail instead of using one of these automatically generated thumbnails. It will take you straight to verifying your channel here too. If you notice that you can't upload the thumbnail, just hover over this question mark and click verify, and it will take you to the page we were just at. You also want to make sure that you check whether or not your channel or video is for kids. This is something that YouTube has recently become very strict on. So make sure you check off that box. And I always click no because it could mess with your comments and different forms of engagement that they prohibit if you make content for kids. When you click more options, that's when you see where to insert your tags. And when you create a tag, how to start a YouTube channel, you separate by using a comma and it will, automatically tag it for you. So you want to use all 500 of these characters, and then you can come in here and select your language for your closed captions. I always choose English, United States. And then you're going to click next. So the next page is going to be your video elements. You can add an end screen if you like. If this is your first video, you won't really have much to put on your end screen, but you can add end screens and add cards into your videos there. And then this is where you can either make it public, unlisted, or private. Usually I upload as unlisted to make sure everything looks good first, checking for any typos, putting my ads in my videos or whatever, just to kind of make sure there's no copyright flags or anything like that before you go public. And then you click save, or it'll say publish once it finishes uploading. And that is how you upload your very first YouTube video. So once you do all of this stuff, you are pretty much good to go. So let's get back to the camera so I can tell you guys some other really important things to do when you're starting a channel in 2020. You do not want to skimp on the optimization, making your videos searchable or search friendly so that when people type certain things in, they can easily find your content or it pops up in the search engine. So the way that you can do this on YouTube is a few different ways. You can optimize your title. One of my rules of thumb is make the title clear, have keywords and things like that in the title, and then maybe your thumbnail is a little bit more emotionally driven, so that way it kind of helps give it some balance. So your thumbnail is like that shock emotion factor, and then your title is actually something very, very searchable. So if you are maybe doing a hair tutorial, for example, and you put how to style hair in 10 minutes, and then you have in your thumbnail, instead of you repeating the title in the thumbnail, which is what I see so much, do not put how to style hair in 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the thumbnail. Instead, maybe have a before picture and an after picture and put 10 minutes later underneath, or drab to fab. Drab to fab is probably not going to be very searchable, but if someone is searching how to style hair in 10 minutes or how to style hair quickly, the thumbnail taps into the emotional side and the actual title is more practical and searchable. That is a great recipe to get people to click on your video and to find your videos. Description boxes are also a great way to optimize. I like to fill mine up with a little description of the video, which would also include some keywords in it. I like to put different links and different video suggestions. So you really want to use that space. And if you are a beginner, I definitely recommend almost transcribing your video in your description box if you like, or making like a little mini blog post in there, because those keywords are really going to help YouTube say, you know what, this video is about that. You've used up all of your space that you possibly can to indicate to YouTube that this in fact is a video about what I said it's about. Does that make sense? Great. Another place you can optimize is your tags in the video, making sure that you're putting very searchable tags. I like to use TubeBuddy and go in there and see how the tags rank. It is a great tool if you are interested in optimizing your videos a little bit better and getting an edge on your competition. I think TubeBuddy is a great resource. I will put a link to TubeBuddy in the description box below. And lastly, for optimization is making the text on your thumbnails clear. Don't make it have super curly, funky fonts. Also, don't make all your thumbnails look totally different from each other. Try to find one super clear, bold font that you like, and you can continuously use that on all of your thumbnails. This is going to give your channel some unity, and it's going to also be easier for people to read, which is the number one thing that you want to achieve, is that people can actually read what it says. Yes, it should be appealing, but the biggest thing is you want people to be able to see what's going on in the image and to be able to clearly read whatever text you have on there. And you also have to think about the fact that people usually consume YouTube content on mobile devices, which means your thumbnail is going to be about this big and it's going to be even harder for people to read. So make sure that your text is very large and very bold or easy to read and doesn't blend in with the background. So overall, in terms of optimization, the biggest thing is that you want people to be able to find you. And you can spend all this time creating the best video and the best content, but if you don't take the time to actually optimize your videos, then people are gonna have a tough time finding you. So make sure you don't shortchange or skip over any of these optimization steps. Niching. The word we all love to hate. I know. We hear a lot of marketing or YouTube gurus saying that you need to niche, and that it is so important to know your target audience so that way you bring those people in. It's easier for advertisers to know what type of audience you have when you're very clear on the type of content that you produce. And I agree to a certain extent. So when you're first starting though, I think it is important to just kind of explore. Y'all, have fun, figure out if you like editing, if you like YouTube, and just kind of practicing the things that it takes to run an actual YouTube channel. I think that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to know that information right off the bat, and all it does is prolong you from starting. So start with writing down 3 or 4 different things that you like. That could be beauty, fashion, cooking, and mom life. And if those are 4 things that you really enjoy, put content out that is about all of those different things. As you start to evolve as a creator and you start seeing, okay, people are really gravitating to my mom life videos, now it's time to start figuring out, okay, how am I going to evolve my channel in a way that really helps this demographic, because obviously you're getting a lot of traction on those videos. Now, what I wouldn't recommend is just hyper niching into a point where you feel confined that you can only talk about one thing. And a way that you can kind of combat that is by creating target audience personas and not only niching based on content that you see is doing well on your channel. So although it becomes enticing and you have this one video on cleaning, you don't really like cleaning that much, but you're like, well, that video got 1 million views, so now I'm gonna only create cleaning videos, and you actually hate creating cleaning videos. By niching that far in, it's gonna really start to mess with you and you're going to experience creator burnout. So I like to create target audience personas, really kind of start to think about the behavioral patterns of your audience demographic. So for me, a big chunk of my audience that I like to speak to are women who are around the age 25, either startup entrepreneurs or they are working a 9-to-5 and have a passion project that they're looking to turn into their full-time business or job. And they love happy hours. They like to hang out with their friends on the weekends. Maybe they have a significant other. Some of the things that they struggle with are just figuring out how to market, how to best use their social media and convert their followers into paying customers or clients. So these are some of the things that are outlined in my target audience persona. And because of that, I'm able to talk to different parts of those behaviors. So I can talk to them about procrastinating and how to get things done faster, or I can show them how I stay organized, or I can share with them healthy meals that I make, because my target audience persona is interested in a healthy lifestyle. Maybe they have a significant other, so I can talk about, is going into entrepreneurship with a significant other a good idea. So even though it feels like you are really confining your audience, you're actually expanding, because people have depth and people have layers, and there are multiple sides of people that you are targeting that you are able to speak to. So I am going to do a whole video on niching and targeting your audience and some methods that I think would really help you guys out in terms of figuring out how to do that and best practices. So overall though, niching, don't worry too much about it in the very beginning. Okay, the next thing is setting a goal. You want to set a realistic goal, but realistic can be kind of boring. I set a goal of 50,000 subscribers in my first year. I think you also should be realistic with where you are. If you have no experience on camera, if you've never edited a video in your life, if you're completely new to anything pertaining to being public facing, speaking on camera, editing, video production, any of that type of stuff, then I would be more realistic with your goals. Because you don't want to set a goal that is so high or based off of the results that you've seen someone else do, and you feel like, okay, I'm never gonna hit this, and then you just give up. So make sure that your goals are somewhat realistic, although I do believe in the power of stretching yourself. Stretch your goal. If it is 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 by the end of the year, see if you can hit 12,000 by the end of the year. Like, give it an extra little oomph. Okay, it's a twofold to setting a goal. When I set the goal for the end of the year and I was around 20,000 subscribers halfway through my 1 year, I was like, okay, I need to double up, because I'm not gonna hit the goal if I keep only uploading once a week. So having a goal can really start to kind of help you analyze, okay, by this point, hopefully I'm halfway there. If I'm not halfway there, this is my course of action, and this is how I'm going to work even harder to achieve the goal. Next thing is posting YouTube trailers, and I talk about this quite a bit in my videos on starting a YouTube channel and how I got to my first, I think, 1,000 subscribers. Is I would post trailers on Instagram, on Facebook, and this would be like a meaty part of my video that I pushed out to my audiences so they could either gain value from just that one clip, but more importantly, I wanted it to entice them to come to my page and to really engage with my content on YouTube. So trailers is a great way to start getting people and gaining traction onto your channel. The next thing is creating a subscribe link. And this is a really cool feature, because when you share this link with people, the subscribe button will automatically pop up and it will give them the option to subscribe as soon as they click the link, instead of them having to go and click on the subscribe button. So this is a great way if you're sending this link to family and friends, or if you post this in your Instagram bio and say, link to my new YouTube channel is in my bio. Instead of just giving them the general link, give them the subscribe link. I'm gonna flash on the screen what the end of the link should look like when you have a subscribe link. This is what you can paste, this little part of the link onto the end of your YouTube link, your YouTube channel link, and it will prompt people to subscribe automatically. So you want to make sure you add that little piece of the link onto your link before you post it and send it to people, so that way the subscribe button automatically pops up as soon as they click it. Another thing you can do is go comment surfing. So if there are some of your favorite creators in certain spaces that you're planning on entering, go in their comments and see what kind of questions people are asking. If they haven't answered the questions on their channel, you can create content around those topics because you know that there must be some sort of a demand for it. So I would say go in, look at channels, look to see what they're doing well, what they could be doing better, or what you would do differently than some of your favorite creators, and really start channeling that energy into your channel. So now for some YouTube advice, and I'm about to give y'all that real, okay? I know what it feels like to start a YouTube channel, to start at zero, and to really just kind of figure out, how am I going to grow this thing? And it can feel very overwhelming, especially when you have these YouTubers that you've been following for a long or short amount of time, who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers or high engagement, and you're like, I'm never gonna get there, and you're feeling like it's too late. It is not too late. So some of the biggest things I just want to point out, I feel like I can't end this video without saying these things, is being consistent is the top thing that you can do for yourself. Not only is building the consistency muscle just going to help you be stronger at being on camera, at getting faster with editing, at getting faster with recording, and just really showing your audience that they can trust you. It is so much that goes into creating a YouTube channel, and the faster you can manage that consistency, the faster you are to be able to focus on other things that can make your channel even stronger. So make sure in the beginning, I know it's easy to fall off because you're like, well, I only have 37 subscribers, or I only have, however many subscribers, but those are 37 people who can tell 37 more people, who can tell 37 more people. And that's really the power of growing a channel, is that you have to take pride, and you really have to be there for the people who are willing to click that subscribe button, and show up for them, and show up for yourself. All right, so starting a YouTube channel, I would say, was the best decision that I have made for myself. I feel like everything that I've done in my life up to this point has been leading me right here where I am now, and I'm so happy to be able to reach so many of you guys and share the things that helped my channel grow from 0 to about 100,000 subscribers in 1 year. It has been an incredible journey, and it is totally possible. I started my channel at the very end of 2018, when I too thought that 2018 was too late to start a channel. But honestly, the biggest thing that usually stops people is the fear and the negative mindset that it's too late, or people are already doing what you think you should be doing. You have to let go of that and just try, because it is an even worse feeling like you should have and you didn't. Go start your channel, apply all these tips. If you want more in-depth information on YouTube, and I do YouTube audits in my eBrand club, you are welcome to check it out. I will leave the link for more information on that club in the description box below. In the comments, I want to know, what is the hardest part about starting a YouTube channel for you? I want to chat with you guys, so leave me a comment and let me know. If you want to be a part of my internet home, all you have to do is subscribe and hit the notification bell. I upload every Wednesday and most Sundays, and I would love to have you here. I mean, if you don't want to, it's fine. You can just keep coming back and lurking, but I would love to have you anyway. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.